Namaste, friends, and welcome to Rhythm of Yoga. My name is Hannah, and I'll be guiding you through this practice today. So today's practice is all about kindness to our bodies. So just being kind, gentle, and opening, giving ourselves that good movement in our body just to wake things up in such a nice way. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start on our knees here and just relaxing onto the bottom and toward the earth here. You can take your hands to heart center and take a moment to connect to the breath. We'll start with ujjayi breath. So let's go ahead and close the eyes for a moment. Feel our softness to the earth, that nice connection. And bring in that ujjayi breath in and out through the nose with a slight constriction at the back of the throat. Just allowing ourselves to center in and let all the distractions to drift away as we come into our practice, just us, our bodies, and our breath. Awesome. Go ahead and release the hands down to the tops of the thighs here and blink the eyes open, bringing a nice smile onto our face for our practice today, remembering our face yoga, that nice smile brings joy into our life, into our heart, and into our bodies for our practice to be nice and lighthearted and joyful and less serious and intense. So let's just be happy today. Awesome, everybody. So let's go ahead and start with a nice little roll of the shoulders, just bringing some warmth and lubrication into those shoulders. So we're just gonna shrug the shoulders up toward the ears and then draw them back, feeling that massage between the shoulder blades, back up, massaging the heart, and massaging all through those shoulders. So let's take a few more, each time just drawing up and really noticing that open space in the heart as we draw the shoulders back. Last one. Awesome. Nice open heart. So keep that heart space open. And from here, we'll just roll our neck out a bit here. So take the right ear over toward the right shoulder. And we're just going to do side to side to start. So chin toward the chest, and then left ear, left shoulder. Drop down chin to chest. And right ear, right shoulder. Let's move from side to side a few more times. And again, we're being gentle and kind to our bodies. So just moving from side to side in a very soft manner, feeling that nice massage in the neck, alleviating tension and keeping a nice long spine. Last time from side to side. Moving with that breath, letting it be a little more effective because of the breath. And inhale, come to center. This time, if you would like to take it a little bit further, let's take those full neck circles. If you would rather just stick with what we just did before, if that was already enough, then stick with it. So we'll take it from right, forward, left, and back, all the way back over to the right. Just feeling that nice massage. Back to center. Opposite side, right side, all the way back, left, and forward. We'll do it one more time in both directions. Left, back, right, and forward. Notice each muscle that is being massaged here, all the way around in the back of the head, down the neck, through the shoulders, and the jaws. Back to center. Awesome job. Let's roll those shoulders out one more time. Just finding that open heart one more time. And then inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, take a slight back bend, nice and gentle here. Just reach those fingertips back a little bit and gaze toward the fingers. Inhale, come back to center. And let's rise all the way up to the tops of the knees here. Awesome. Let's take that back bend one more time and maybe a little bit deeper this time. So let's reach those fingertips up high, gaze to the thumbs, and then exhale, start to slide your fingertips back. Open up your heart. Inhale, lift up high. Awesome. So move through slowly first for our gate pose. We're gonna reach that right leg out, take the left hand down, and then reach the right arm over, feeling that nice deep stretch on the right side of the body. So gazing up past your right tricep here. Inhale, we'll bring it right back into center. So rise up, take the knee down to the earth. Extend the left leg, sweep the right hand down, reach out through the left fingertips, out through that left side body, stretch out from the hip down to the heel. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. Awesome. So we're going to take it with the breath this time, 2 rounds. So take that left hand down, reach the right leg out, inhale in, and bring it right back to center. Inhale all the way up to the top. Exhale, reach it out. Reach in the stretch, inhale, and bring it back to center. Inhale up. One more time, reach out to the sides. Lengthen, inhale, and bring it back. Inhale up. Feels so good. Last time, right side, right hand drops. Left hand reaches out, left leg reaches out. Inhaling in the stretch and exhaling on the way back. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up to center. And from here, we're going to take the hands and knees onto the earth and into our tabletop position. So let's check here first that the knees are underneath the hips. So we have this nice line. And then the wrists underneath the shoulders. Spread your fingers wide like a starfish here. And then the middle fingers pointing directly forward. Feel yourself root in. Nice, complete connection here. And then tuck your toes under. So noticing where the palms are, where the toes are, we should be set up just in the right spot for our down dog with the same placement of the toes and the hands. So from here, we're gonna lift those knees up off of the floor, start to use the abdominals and straighten out the legs. Noticing I didn't have to move my hands or my feet. And I'm gonna press into the L shape of my hands, the pointer finger and the thumb, as I start to slide the head between the arms and gaze to the belly. Awesome. Let's start out with pedaling our heels, shaking the head yes and no, just bringing some movement into that down dog. And then come back to center. Go ahead here now and settle in. Again, press into the L shape, gaze toward the belly. Notice that space drawing a little bit smaller from the heart to the thighs. So we're drawing the heart over toward the thighs as we continue to gaze to the belly and melt the heels down toward the floor. So sometimes they're left up here and they might be up there for a while. Maybe that flexibility is not quite there, but that drawing of energy of the heels toward the earth is working. Take one last breath. And from here, we're going to make our way all the way up to the top of the mat. So you can either simply just walk your feet forward if you'd like to start to work on the strength in the abdominals here. Then let's begin to gaze forward. Slide the right knee up in toward the chest. So really just kind of use the belly control to pull that knee into the chest. We're going to come to the very tips of the left toe and then the right foot slides between the palms. Press into your right foot and start to slide that left knee all the way up into the chest and then plant your left foot between the palms. Come into an inhale, half lift. So hands to the shins, inhaling as we extend long through the spine. So notice when I press into my shins, the shoulders kind of draw back and the crown can reach forward, gaze is down. Exhale into the fold, nice and deep. Inhale, reverse swan dive. So the arms are going to kind of swan out and the knees are bent as we rise all the way up and into that extended mountain. So reaching the fingertips high, gazing to the thumbs. As you exhale, reach the fingers back into that back bend again here, this time standing. Inhale and lift. Exhale, hands to the heart, Samastitihi. Awesome. We'll come through a few more of those. Inhale, reach the arms up high, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, sweep down to the earth, deep into that forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins, half lift, lengthen out the spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. So again, knees bend and the arms swan out like wings all the way up to the sky. Gaze to those fingers. Exhale, take that beautiful back bend, open heart, maybe a little further. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Beautiful. One more time here. Inhale, let's sweep the arms up high, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, sweep the palms down low, deepen your fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and fold as deep as you can. This is your deepest fold here, so we found a little bit more space to move into. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, rise all the way up. Got that extra one in there, beautiful. Exhale into that back bend, open the heart. Inhale and lift. Exhale, bringing hands to heart center. Samastitihi, nice and warm now. Let's go ahead and come into our triangle stretch. So we're gonna leave the left foot right where it is, and then step the right foot back nice and far. So just lift and step back, nice wide stance here. So we're opening the arms out to a T. The left toes are pointed straight forward on the mat, and the knife edge of your right foot is parallel to the short side of your mat. The heels are in line, and then we reach and lengthen. From here, take that left hand forward, so we're keeping the hips square, keeping the heart square, and then we're gazing up toward the right fingertips as we lower that left hand down to the shin. So you might stay up higher to keep that heart open, or you might be able to keep the heart open and come down a little bit deeper. Just be conscious of the heart space and the hip space. We don't want to sag in the hip and have the heart start to lean forward. We're taking the effects away from our pose. So make sure that even if it's not very deep, even if you're really high up, you're getting that beautiful positional space and finding your stretch. And every time you come back, it'll get better and better, easier and easier, and more comfortable for you. You can move deeper and find that edge just change. Beautiful. As you inhale, let's come all the way back up to center, and we're gonna keep the same distance, just reverse the feet. So the left toes now, knife edge of the foot is parallel to the short side of the mat, and the right toes point directly to the back of our mat. So now it's the front. Reaching the arms out to a T one more time, and then we tick-tock forward. So reach and lower, gaze up toward the left. Remember the heart, remember the hips. So finding your space, maybe up high, wherever you feel that stretch. Just remember, as long as you feel it, you are doing it. Beautiful. Bringing that gaze up toward the fingertips, keeping the beautiful open heart, nice strong legs here, and a beautiful stretch. You got it. One more big breath. And as you inhale, rise back up and into that center. From here, we're going to turn the toes in toward each other. And if you want to, you could even widen your stance just a bit, depending on where you feel comfortable. From here, we're going to take the hands to the hips and then start to hinge at the hips and slowly lower. Let your hands just slide down to the floor here. Inhale into a half lift, lengthen out through the spine. As you exhale, drop the crown of your head down toward the earth and come into a nice deep fold. As you inhale, press into the palms and come back into that half lift. Let's make that a little flow to warm up the backs of the legs even further here. Exhale, drop into that fold nice and deep. Inhale into your half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold nice and deep. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Let's do one more here. Exhale, fold, enjoy that space. Inhale, half lift, flat back, lengthen out the spine. And let's come all the way down here and hang out for 5 breaths. So we all have a different space here. My head comes to the floor. You might be rising up off of the floor and feeling that nice kind of weight hanging down heavy, which is great for the decompression in the spine, a big stretch in the backs of the hamstrings. Wherever you are getting a good stretch as long as you're letting yourself kind of hang down, finding that center weight in the feet. And we'll take 2 last breaths here. Last one. Awesome. Press back up to the palms, inhale into your half lift, flat back. The left hand is going to come center right underneath the heart space, and the right hand will open up toward the sky. So press into that left palm and then reach the right hand up high as you gaze toward your right fingertips. So we're using the leverage to press, keep length in the spine, and then gaze up toward those fingertips, letting that twist happen. Last big breath. And as you exhale, release, and we'll switch sides here. So the right hand's gonna come down and we'll press into the right palm as we extend and lengthen through the spine, and then reach the left hand up high. Maybe noticing one side's a little different than the other, which is part of why we come to our practice, right? Bringing that balance into our body, trying to get everything nice and evened out. Beautiful, last big breath. And as you exhale, release back down to the earth here. From here, we're gonna walk the hands over to that left leg, and the left toes will point toward the front of the mat. So both hands are on the inside, and then from here, I'm gonna come onto the back toes. Extend the right leg long behind you, and then try and have that knee aligned over the top of the ankle and just to the outside of that left shoulder. Come down nice and deep on the hands. Again, continue to extend that right leg behind you, and then feel the body melt down through the hips. Nice, beautiful runner's lunge. There's a nice long line from the heel all the way out through the crown. So think of the energy running long from heel, up through the shoulders, out through the crown, and again, heel up through the hips and into that left knee. So we're just finding length in each of these areas. There's so much space here, and we're allowing it to happen. Take one more big breath. And as you exhale, let's lower that right knee back down to the floor. From here, we're just gonna slide the weight back and then let the left leg slide back to meet the right. Keep the hands, and then from here, take your right leg, draw it forward and to the outside of your right hand. So right leg all the way to the outside. Runner's lunge, opposite side. Tuck the left toes under, and then lift that left knee up off of the earth. Again, that line from knee back to the heel, from heel up to the crown. Checking out those nice, energetic, lengthening feelings here. And the hips just kind of drawing toward the earth as we lengthen out and open in the heart. Keep everything open. Breathe into those beautiful open spaces. You got this. Let's take 2 more big breaths, finding that awesome stretch and enjoying it. Last one. Beautiful, everyone. As you exhale, release the left knee back down to the earth. Slide the weight back, slide the right knee back. You can cross the ankles behind you. Continue to walk the hands back as you come down and onto your bottom. Let's take the legs out in front. And then from here, slide the hips forward and come all the way down and onto your bottom. Awesome. So we're gonna take the knees in toward the chest here, just for a moment as we rock the hips and knees from side to side, massaging hips and the low back, massaging between the shoulder blades. That lovely stimulation. Coming back to our beautiful ujjayi breath for a few more minutes. Come back to center. We're gonna keep a hold of our left knee, and then we're gonna let the right leg extend out. So the right hip is gonna come down to the floor. Just let that right leg drop all the way down. And then from here, take a little squeeze on that knee, and then we'll cross it over. So the knee is gonna come all the way over toward the right side. It's crossing over the body, and then the left hand is reaching out to a T, and I'm gonna gaze over at my left fingertips. So I'm taking that twist from the hips all the way up through the crown. So stretching in the neck as well here. You could take your right hand over the top of that knee and just let that weight hang heavy. Try not to push or force anything here, but just letting it kind of happen. It's just an extra weight, an anchor here. It just guides you into that extra space. Let's take one more big breath. Lovely twist. And as you inhale, come back to your center. Awesome. Extend the left leg straight up. Flex the foot as you press your heel up high and the toes pull in. Awesome. Point the toes and then roll the ankle out. Wiggle the toes, getting rid of all those little cracks and pops. And as you exhale, release the left leg all the way back down. From here, let's draw that right knee in toward the chest. And again, let's take that little squeeze. And then from here, the right knee is going to cross the body. And the right hand is going to reach out to that T. Again, we're taking the gaze over to the right fingertips and then letting the knee drop off to the left. So that spinal twist from the hips all the way up through the crown. We get that stretch in the neck as well by looking over at the fingertips. Left hand can weigh over the top of that right knee, just giving that gentle guide deeper into your twist. Keep the shoulder against the earth. Beautiful, everyone. Let's take one last breath. And as you inhale, let's bring it back to center. Nice. Extend the right leg up toward the sky. Flex the right foot so the heel's pressing straight up toward the sky. And then point the toes up toward the sky, feeling that stretch in the front side of your foot. Roll the ankle out here, giving some love to those feet and ankles, and then kind of point and flex the toes. Exhale, slowly lower that right leg all the way back down to the earth. And let's get comfy. So slide these shoulder blades together. I just kind of lift up and slide them together and let my shoulders melt to the floor. And then the hands just fall to the earth where they fall. Toes splay out to the sides of the body. Take a deep breath, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Feels good to let it out. One more time, inhale. Let's sigh it out. Awesome. Take this moment to find that comfy little space and stay in stillness in your sweet Shavasana. If you have time to hang out in Shavasana for a little bit longer than we will be today, then go ahead and push pause and take your time. Enjoy your moment of stillness. Stillness is where we are most truly and honestly ourselves. But if you're ready just to come in with me, we'll take a few breaths in Shavasana, just closing the eyes softly and letting go of any retention on the breath. Just let it be free, let it be soft, let it be natural. Awesome. Let's gently begin to awaken our bodies and our minds as we invite the energy in with the breath and begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. Roll the ankles, roll the wrists. Let's bend the knees, slide the heels back. Knees are bent. Drawing knees from side to side. Just feeling that awakening happening. And bring a smile onto your face as you start to blink the eyes open. Feeling that joy in your life, connecting back to the rhythm. Taking your last breath here, and we'll rock it over to the right side. Let this moment be your time of transition. Take an intention within your heart, an intention to build something, to be strong within yourself. And once you're ready, let's rise up and into our seated position. Bring your hands to heart center and a smile onto your face, joy that melts to the heart and strength that uplifts into the mind. I would like to thank you all so much for being here and sharing this practice with me today. I truly hope that you enjoyed it. I know that I always enjoy you. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.